When people say 2-year-old boy, I said 2-year-old boy for bully. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Said you want to analyze what Liam said.
Okay. I want to analyze what Liam said.
What did you say? Please, anyone here who heard that on that, can anyone in the comment section, anyone want to come up and buttress this?
Let me explain.
He hasn't denied it. He wants to explain what happened.
Okay.
Let me explain this part. Okay, and I keep saying, and I say this, I love engagement. I don't like people having a notion behind without engaging me and we have a conversation around it. Okay? Now, that statement about Liam or what Liam said about 2-year-old boy, whatever, did not come from me. It did not emanate from me. It was from, I think, is it Comfy? Yeah, I think Comfy platform. Like when you're scrolling and you see a snippet of something that they cut the discourse and you hear it, the way I don't know how you people call it. When you just see a snippet of pure discourse. All right. So when I heard that, and I was like, I think I was on Papariano. And I said, Papariano, come on. Did you hear I stumbled on something on FY? Is it FY? Somebody should help me. I stumbled on something and I heard where they said Mohbad was talking. Liam was talking about Daddy's car. Have you seen that video? Have you seen that video?
So basically, you brought the conversation to the platform. This is basically that's the same thing she's saying.
Yes. To Papariano, have you heard this analysis? Yeah.
Exactly. So this is you brought it there to have a conversation. This is what she's saying, which is obviously what she's saying. She's disappointed. I'm also disappointed that you would want to analyze that kind of that thing that they were carrying. Comfy was carrying a Comfy. You wouldn't be disappointed that Comfy would carry a thing like that. But you are getting involved. You are not even admitting that you brought the conversation to the table on Papariano's platform. It's why Queen Abiki is saying she's disappointed. Except you are proud of what you did, then you should sort of take on board what she said. If you get what I'm saying.
Now this is what I will say. Okay. If I see anything and I decide to talk about it, okay, maybe I want to bring out something, or I want to debunk something, or I want to say something. Like yesterday, I don't know which platform I came on yesterday, and I was rejecting unequivocally what Karimo did to Liam because I found that to be barbaric. In fact, I was mad when I saw that. And I don't know which platform I came yesterday. And I
Chairman,
if you stay on you taking that a woman could do to a child.
Chairman, let us stay. Sorry, it's no bitter with Chairman. Why don't you stay on you? Let's forget what the other person Karimo did. You said is wrong. Now Queen Abiki is saying she is disappointed in what you did. Maybe you should defend yourself. Because now you are saying you wanted to bring out, like, what would you want to bring out in a 2-year conversation that you took it to a platform?
If I did that, and some people found out to be very disgusting, that how would Chairman want to analyze what you saw on somebody's platform and you brought it to a platform? Okay. Few days ago, I saw something wrong, and I also brought it up and said, no, this should be condemned by every well-meaning parent. And nobody's
right now, and they're trying to gaslight us.
It's not bitter. Wait. Chairman, wait, hold on. Yeah, hold on a second.
Two sides of a coin now. And you guys
Okay, so basically, you have two sides. You have two faces. You have two sides. That's what you're admitting to right now.
It's about seeing things and saying
and calling it wrong. But you did the same thing, so that means you have two sides. You are admitting that you brought a 2-year-old, is what a 2-year-old said to a platform so that it could be discussed that is his father's car, blah, blah, blah. They were dragging
funny enough, they were diverting chairman. Chairman kept bringing it up. I was there, chairman.
Exactly. This is somebody that was there now.
Listen, this is not about Liam.
It is about you. It's you. It's about you.
It is not about Liam.
Hold on, guys. Let's allow the person that was there to speak too. Hold on, ex-carpet. The lady said she was there. Let's allow her to speak as well.
Okay.
Okay. Hi everybody. Good evening. So that day I was on the platform. It was on Papariano. And chairman was like, did you hear what Liam said at the reception? He was saying something like, that's my daddy's car. And Papariano was trying to like bluff him out, like, that's a 2 years old, it's just a baby. And nobody was really paying attention to that conversation. Chairman said it like twice to make it like a topic of discussion so that they could sit down there and analyze what a 2 years old is saying. And I was really disgusted, like, you're an old man. You're like Liam's grandpa. How would you sit down to start analyzing what a 2 years old child is saying? Even my 3 years old child's speech is not even that clear. And you want to start analyzing, that's my daddy's car. You guys talk down on Comfy, that, Comfy is this, Comfy is that. But now you're saying, you're bringing that conversation from Comfy to analyze on Papariano's platform. And you're saying, this is your social media side. Chairman, just take accountability, not even because of us, but because of Liam. Liam is a child. You can't sit down and want to start analyzing what a 2 years old child. That's barbaric. It's barbaric, chairman. Just accept your fault, or you just say you did it with your full chest, and let's know that that's who you are. In peace.
One second. Let me quickly say this before you speak, chairman. From what Snobita has just said, what she just told us, what we can see from that is that if Papariano, and good of him not like getting involved in that conversation, if he had decided to ride with that conversation, it would have gone on and on and on and on and on because you wanted to have it. You get what I'm saying? So you're saying that you saw something that was wrong. Okay, you did right by calling out what somebody that was wrong. But you did exactly the same thing. This is where I'm coming with this two. You have this two-faced side of thing because you want us to focus on the one that you called out and not discuss the one that you brought to the table. If you get what I'm saying. So this is why she is disappointed. And I don't, like I said earlier, except you are proud of that, then you would. Go ahead. Yeah, except you are proud of that, what you did there, you don't to just accept that, okay, what I did was wrong. I think this is beneath me. I shouldn't have done that. And she would move on, but you want to sidestep that issue. And then tell us about what Karima, we know what she does anyways.
That's not the case. The case is that that is not exactly where I was driving now or where I wanted to go on that platform that day. Like I said, I held it from a platform and I was like, I brought it to Papariano to say, Papariano, see what happened. Okay? It is not about Liam. It is not to bully women. I can't bully a child.
Okay, you brought it up to Papariano. So who's going to be the subject? Who's going to be the subject matter at that point? Is that not Liam?
Listen, it is not about Liam. And I want you to get this point because we didn't even.
Then it's about who? Who's the subject matter in the situation then?
Did you hear what I said?
No, you're trying to say it's not about Liam, but who is the subject matter in the situation? Who is the subject matter?
My subject matter was where I got the information from the person that did that information, the person that brought out that video.
You didn't mention Comfy's name. You
exactly. I was going to say.
You said you hear what Liam said.
This is hold on. This is where everybody needs to mute themselves. Mute yourself completely, everybody. I love to listen. In terms of moderating the process, as you guys know, I'm liberal, I'm neutral. I don't take sides. I think from chairman's point of view, and I don't want to speak for him, but if what you guys have been talking about was a movie, and we are adjudicators, amazingly, I've been a panelist on Nollywood accolades, as in Nollywood gongs in those days, and I was a panelist where we watched the movies. That's Nollywood gong. At the time, it was Channel on Sky, and I got involved because I always say to people that I trained as an actor. I just decided to go down that route. Anyway, people who know the bits I can offer in the industry approach me. And I said yes. So Nollywood Awards in those days, Tonto Dike and all these people, the one that married some millionaire in UK and all that. I'm not very good with names in that, guys, but I was a panelist. And if everything you guys have said so far is something that we can liken to a movie, then we will be panelists that will come and watch the movies and engage and talk about it. And I think that maybe, just maybe, chairman at that point in time actually saw something. It's already been highlighted on Comfy's platform, and then came to Papariano and wants to make a topic out of it. And maybe just did not get lucky, depending on how Papariano feels on the day. Maybe Papariano may have actually paid attention to it and addressed it. And I think that sometimes we bring topics up based on what we've seen somewhere else. And the way you guys received it, maybe that is really pushing for it. And he may push for it simply because he thinks that is something we need to talk about. It didn't happen. And because it didn't happen, all we can remember was his push for that to come into the discussion. So sometimes we need to be gentle, because there's becoming chairman against about 1 million people, the entire comment section and the entire panelist. But I'm trying to cut chairman a slack. And I will then get chairman now to speak and make it clear to you guys, and you guys need to listen to him, say it from his point of view, and don't sort of like liken him to a monster who wants to drag a child. Maybe he has a point. Maybe the point he's trying to make is not clear to people, and we can be quick to judge him at that point in time. And I don't want the factor of Wunmi people against Baba or scientists or whatever. I want us to kind of be judicious and use the jurisprudence as human being within us to understand that sometimes it's not always going to be the way you see it. So, chairman, you have the opportunity. I don't want anyone to interject him. Let him speak for 5 minutes at least. So, chairman, you have the floor.
Thank you, IT guy. Thank you to everybody on this panel. And I thank you for bringing this up, because if this hasn't been discussed here now, and it may just continue and continue and continue till God knows when. All right? When I see what is wrong, I say it the way it is. I may not mention him because I don't like to mention some certain names. I'm not interested in mentioning names. But when I see what is wrong, I say it the way it is. On that day, it was Comfy that did that, and it was recorded, and I stumbled on it on when I was passing by, and I was like, why would Comfy do this? All right, within me. And of course, I'm always comfortable on 90 Guy. I'm always comfortable on Papariano. I know how to get to say whatever I want to say, to comment on what I want to comment on, and just move on. All right? I'm also that I'm someone that is for, I will always start by children, anytime, any day, irrespective. I don't even care, because in Nigerian law, there is not a bastard child in Nigerian law. It's actually a law that you can't call a boy a bastard. Everyone that has come to this earth has come to fulfill his purpose. Is a human being, is a Nigerian. And of course, is a child. So I will never bully a child. Am I crazy? A child? No, I won't do that. I will not do that. I will always stand and support children, to attain their full potentials until they become adults of their own. So what I brought to Papariano that day was to say, Papariano, hey, this is what I heard. Though I may not mention a name like from so surprise, this is what I saw. Papariano, what do you make of this? The same way we heard Monjola talking about a report from the CTC and they mentioned organophosphate. I took it up. I said, Papariano, come, which one is organophosphate? Let's do some analysis. I will bring out facts. So on that day, I was not opportune. Papariano shut it down, okay, because I think there was a conversation ongoing. So it was not about Liam. It wasn't about Liam. I wanted to talk about what an adult is talking about. Of course, these people, what they do. I'm not their fans. They are not my fans. I don't care. So I only brought the Papariano for us to look at what I heard from a platform and not to bully Liam. And when I want to erase that notion that I will be or part of people that will bully a child. No, it will never happen. Not until while I'm still living, it won't happen. All right. So, but I thank God. Maybe if Papariano had allowed that conversation to go on that day, maybe you would have seen the angle that was trying to the angle I was coming from. Maybe, but it didn't happen. So so nobody knows the beginning, nobody knows the end. All right. But I will not bully a child. No. Kushemi now. Be more to me now, mother, but I can't mommy no surely, don't know them as surely, or to Wally a year, or to Wally a year, could I sing on anybody mashisi? Oh, so please, the issue of bullying a child, please, I want everybody to erase that. It didn't happen and it will not happen. All right? So that's just that is what I will say. This is not about Liam, and I don't want to make this topic about Liam. Let's forget about
yeah, me personally, for what you said now, it still hasn't changed. For me, it hasn't changed my mind on what I thought you wanted to do.
Exactly.
Wait. Can we just leave Liam? Can we just leave this Liam matter?
No, it's a matter. Yeah, let me just wrap up on that one. Okay. The point I'm trying to make is that, like Snowbitter said, there's something called accountability, right? Mm-hmm. If you take that thing to Papariano's platform and you made it clear that it's Comfy you wanted to talk about, Papariano is always ready to destroy Comfy. The way you presented it, you wanted to discuss what that boy said, because that was what was trending at the time, that the boy is talking about the father is blah, blah, blah. This is what it was. You can go around it however you want. This is how it looks. Because now you are saying that, you will never be around where they...
Let me add.
No, Peter, please, let me finish. Please, let me just finish. You speak now. Before that day, which other time have you taken Comfy bullying Liam to Papariano's platform? Because you're now making it look like, you saw something that was bad. Comfy was talking about Liam. Then you now decided to take it to Papariano to discuss Comfy. No. It is that thing that was trending at that time you wanted to discuss. And it's fair. It is you admitting and taking accountability that, because they even didn't want to discuss it. They were trying to push it, that conversation, that what the boy said. You know, so this is what I'm saying, that this is what, like Queen Abiki said, is the why she's disappointed in you for doing that. If you take accountability and say, okay, I took it there, it was wrong, move on. But you can't come and say, no, like it's not what you wanted to do because you never do that. You haven't done that before. You haven't taken Comfy bullies the boy regularly. You have not taken it one day to go there and discuss Comfy. Why is it the one trending about the boy saying, look at that, this car is one you now took there? We know why it happened, so let's not overflog it. Let's not overflog it and make it not look like, oh, you wanted to go and discuss. If you tell Papariano and discuss it like it's Comfy you wanted to discuss, Papariano will be interested because Papariano for the last how many weeks has been causing Comfy. He wasn't interested because you wanted to follow that trend of the conversation about the little. Papariano celebrated that boy on his second birthday. So you would never accept that conversation. That is why he didn't. If he was Comfy, he would have joined him because he's in for Comfy already. So let's accept the mistake. Let's accept the thing, do well, and then move on.
And I'll be happy. I'll be glad if you also know that Comfy is never my fan. And I will never support whatever Comfy does because, like I said, you know, around that time, I think I unblocked like maybe 4, 5, or 6 platforms before I started seeing some other things, and I would just laugh about it and stuff like that. But like I said, let's move on. This is not about Liam. I don't want to be discussing Liam as a personality. No, this is not what I want to do. No, please. Let's move on away from there and let's just.
I think let me round up my submission, please, Chairman. Let me round up. So yeah, on that day, Chairman said,
Slow Peter, can we just
because you've not taken accountability.
Chairman, let her just say so that at least it just goes so that we end it. Let her end it.
If you had taken accountability, trust me, I would have been muted. You didn't take accountability, so I would have to say what I have to say.
Okay, go on.
So that day, Chairman made it look like, oh, the boy was saying that's his father. So what are they doing DNA for? Erotic Paris, there's no need for DNA. The little boy is pointing at his father's car already. Chairman, I just want you to know that for every time I see your picture, for every time I hear your name, I would always remember that you bullied a 2-year-old child, and I would never ever take it.
Hold on. What do you mean bullied a 2-year-old child? Do you term that to be bullying?
Yes.
Chairman, whatever happened there was very wrong.
Yes, you were
right?
bullied, Chairman.
It was, even if you are not, if you want to say you haven't bullied, you brought that there for the guy to be bullied because that issue, he was being bullied for that already. You brought it there. Like now she's even expanded for you to say, oh, they shouldn't do. You were there to discuss Liam. Forget about Comfy. Your Comfy never came out of your mouth. You were there to discuss them. This is simple. You've done wrong. It's wrong. This person is almost to tears because you are not taking accountability for what you did. You are sidestepping, and it is not fair. You can't bring. He was bullied on that around that time. You wanted to carry it on Papariano, and Papariano, because he wasn't interested in that, didn't allow it happen. If Papariano had decided to ride with you, it would have been about the boy, they take the father. You know, that's what everyone is saying.
Okay, now can we, Escape, let me just on a final note from me. Hold on a bit. On a final note from me. Aristocrat, before you speak.
No final note, because it is not.
Aristocrat, I beg, allow chairman to land. I beg, aristocrat, I beg, on my behalf, let chairman land. Let chairman go on.
Okay, this is what I will say. I don't want to be perceived on a very wrong way. Escapade, Snowbeater, Queen Abiki, I quite understand your position. I quite understand your position that, okay, that is bully. If you say that is bully, and I'm saying here that I would never bully a child. It is not going to happen. Okay?
So Chairman, is that an apology retrospectively? Is that an apology?
I don't even want to hear.
But is that an apology retrospectively?
All right. Now, let's take it this way. All right, guys. This, if you say, okay, Chairman, you did this, I don't know, maybe a month or 2 months, 3 months ago, I can't remember. You did this few months ago. You found it to be very wrong of you, all right? Now, you did this 2 or 3 days ago. Nobody has said, okay, we found out to be okay of you. Does that mean that you have balanced your equation? 1-1. And let's move on. Draw. Nobody is saying anything about
So, Chairman,
you don't
regardless, hold on. Regardless, Chairman, hold on.
Let me just run
Is there any, hold on.
I am not.
Listen. No, you need to stop. Do you have any sense of remorse as a father in any way whatsoever, given that we have a number of people, a number shouldn't persuade you to apologize that you are sorry? Do you actually have any sense of remorse at this point?
IT guy, if I've done anything wrong in my mind and I know that my purpose is to do something wrong, I will be the first to apologize.
Chairman, Comfy doesn't see that she's doing wrong.
Hold on.
Comfy doesn't see that she's doing wrong.
Hold on. On this note, unless there's anything contrary in Chairman's mind,
yes,
he did not come out and instrument a position to bully a minor. Never. He was trying to bring a conversation up that did not happen, and he has nothing, absolutely nothing to apologize about. So take it or leave it. That's the end of that about that. And as Latifah will say,
can I say something quick before someone takes
that is that about
to live
that.
With that.
We
Let's
are
move on.
not going
He will
to
live
say,
with it because no one's accepting
We're
that.
saying no more. We're saying no more. It's enough.
Move
Okay,
on.
we
It's
are not
gone on
saying
for too
no
long.
more.
It's gone on for too long, and I'm not having it. We have finished it now. It's over.
Do you have
Aristocrat, I don't want to hear from anybody. I actually don't want to hear from anybody. Aristocrat, let's have you. Aristocrat, let's have you. Nobody. Aristocrat, take it away.
I don't know where I will take it to because I'm kind of confused.
Anyways. Okay, let me tell you where we are.
What is the meaning of Patapupa? Because I'm saying
we were talking about Chairman at the time. Now let me tell you where we were originally. We were somewhere at this juncture. So that's Lattice. As we did earlier before we got into trouble, and we were here when we started today, right? So along the line, when I decided to shed Chairman and put him on the pedestal, I decided that the Patakoko element with the notion that I was bullied by Supreme or suppressed by Supreme or collusion or whatever, and then I changed that to Patakoko. So this is where we started off with Akpakpa. It was beautiful, it was wonderful, and then he engaged with very wicked lady, and at that point it was the two of them that were brave enough to come and tackle this situation. Obviously everybody was a bit wary, subject to the fact that just imagine where that got Aristocrat the last time, and the ripple effect of it and all that kind of stuff. So and I think that we went freestyle. And then when we went freestyle, Chairman has been procrastinating to come up. I think African TV. I mean, we did what we do normally. So we are where we are right now, where Chairman has been very noble, he's been very sincere to kind of open up. And I don't think it's held back, but you cannot force people to apologize. Guys, you need to understand. I've apologized in the past, and the irony of it is that I did not even mean it. Actually, the people I apologize to should be the people apologizing to me. And when something is funny, the sense of irony is that when they were settling scores on Papariano's platform, playfully, I decided to instill a bit of irony into the process, and I apologize to Supreme, I apologize to Natural, and Natural took it to heart, and I'm saying, if I've apologized to you in the past, ever, in the last 20 months, I take it back. And if you have a problem, come up and say it and let's tackle it. I don't owe anybody no bloody apology. That is just me, and I don't care. I do care at the end of the day, because where people's mental health actually can actually be subject to attack, I would then apologize properly. I do apologize properly, and I do it sometimes in irony, in a very jocular way. But for what it's worth, aristocrat, I'm not going to get into your mind. I'm not going to steer you in a direction in which you have to speak. We know what we did on Tuesday. We know where we were yesterday. And towards the latter part of the day, I was very tired anyway. I saw you on Very Wicked Ladies platform. I came up this morning, some Gen Z's people are saying some stuff. I went in there and I made my position clear that I am the IT guy. This whole thing started from my platform. I owe nobody any apology, and I opened my platform and I lambasted the said personnel or personality, not because it's a retaliation, but I'm just being emphatic to kind of make it clear that my ground and the ground I stand is this. And if Latisne has the balls, if he does have the balls, you know, men, there are two balls and they are balanced. And scientifically, biologically, when you tickle the balls, when you do the scales, they are on the same level. But some men, one ball is upstairs, one is downstairs, or sometimes the two of them go upstairs. You see, my own, it dangles. If you weigh the two, it will be the same size on the scale. I am Ekpo Agbo.
As a result of overuse.
Properly used though. Properly used. Overusage is not in the Bible or the dictionary. If you want to stave yourself out of prostate cancer, you need to use this thing the way God gave it to you. Because even pekus needs to be used properly. Before it goes kanda,
CC mute.
now who is there? Who's making noise?
Drop the person.
Even
Mute the
pekus
person, Jerry.
I can't see it properly. Let me drop whoever it is. Bossman, welcome. So what I'm trying to say, I think the balance I'm trying to instill into the process. Who is that? Bossman is going to come back. I can't see what's going on. Sissy, let me just drop.
Who the